Episode 20, my pants kept falling down. My father was determined to make a man out of me. I was 12 years old. A friend told me there were football tryouts the next day. I had never played organized sports in my life. But my father loved American football, and when I told him I was going to try out, I saw something I rarely saw growing up. He was genuinely happy. That alone was reason enough to show up. The tryouts were held on a Friday morning in late summer. Cool at dawn, pushing 100 degrees before noon. I was small for my age. The other boys were bigger, heavier, and had presumably thrown a football more than twice in their lives. The coaches didn't quite know what to do with me, until they noticed I could outrun most of the field and was nearly impossible to grab. Skills I had quietly developed over years of running from a drunk father with bad intentions. They put me on the defensive line. My job, they explained, was to tackle whoever had the ball. That seemed straightforward enough. As it turned out, it wasn't much of a tryout at all. If you had 2 hands and 2 feet, you were on the team. I was handed a list of equipment to bring to Monday's practice. My parents had no disposable income, so I used my own money, earned mowing lawns all summer, to buy a plastic mouthguard and a jockstrap with a hard plastic protective cup. The mouthguard had to be boiled and jammed into your mouth while still hot so it molded to your teeth. It made my gums bleed. The protective cup chafed like sandpaper. I wanted to quit on the spot. Monday was Labor Day. We practiced anyway. Uniforms were handed out, shoulder pads, helmets, and pants with foam padding sewn inside for knees and thighs. Nothing fit. I received the smallest pair of pants available, and they still dropped off my hips. Someone found a length of rope. That became my belt. By mid-morning, it was 90 degrees on the field. The coaches handed out salt tablets before laps and sprints. We all threw up. The coaches laughed. The early practices were brutal. I wasn't good at tackling. The coaches put me inside a square of old tires and sent boys of every size at me one at a time. At first, they walked right past me. The yelling got worse. Spittle flew from coaches' mouths, nearly as bad as my father on a bad night. Something shifted. I stopped caring about getting it wrong and started caring about not letting anyone through. I grabbed ankles. I drove my head into midsections. Nobody got past me. The bullying stopped after that. We lost 2 games that season. By then, most of the original boys had quit. The heat and the screaming had taken their toll. I was playing both sides of the ball by the end. Somewhere along the way, the pants started staying up on their own. The rope belt was no longer needed.